Yo, what is up, you guys? Fleur here, and today we're going to have my second episode of Ultimate Team. And today, just going to be showing you guys what my starting lineup will be with, the starter pack and some other good cards that I got. I also got a varsity pack. If you saw my last episode, my introductory, just opening some packs, showing you all my cards and all that stuff. And also later in this video, I'll be showing my very first ever challenge that I do, and you see the starting lineup with the linemen: Vollmer, Tiller, Barrett Jones, great center, and then we got Brewster at the right guard, and Stevenson, John Connor is our fullback, and we got Bo Jackson starting at halfback, and remember we have Barry Sanders as a second string running back, so we can still use him. And our team skills is 76, which is actually quite good for a bunch of freshman cards, with the exception of a few other ones that I got from like Nike Skills Trainer and the other things. So pass offense, you see at wide receiver Ryan Broyles, nice card, and you see Percy Harvin and also Anquan Bolden, my bad. Also might see some Dwayne Bowe, might add him in there sometimes. And then nice tight end Vance McDonald. I got him in one of the varsity packs that I got. It was a really nice pickup, 78 overall tight end, because if I didn't get that guy, I would have been stuck with Dallas Clark's freshman card, which is only 61 overall. And then quarterback, I got quite a few good quarterbacks, and I decided to start Terrell Pryor, and his overall is an 81, and I have lots of quarterbacks. I still have to mess with the lineup a little bit, with like who's on the current roster and who's on the reserves, because you see my other quarterbacks also have Brad Smith, another 81 overall, and then got Aaron Rodgers, Colin Kaepernick, Alex Smith all right there with a bunch of 80 overalls, and then I also have Cam Newton, but didn't have him on the current roster for some reason. I don't know why, but still gotta make some changes. And then defensive, lots of freshmen here. See Derek Morgan at the left end, Haloti Ngata, which I got from one of the skills trainers at defensive tackle, then Fua, I don't know how to say his name, at the other defensive tackle, then a nice freshman card, 70 overall, that's nice for a freshman card, Tim Jameson, the right end out of Michigan. And then Von Miller's freshman card, just 61 overall at left outside linebacker. If I get his junior or senior card, that'd be awesome, because his overall it'll be a lot higher. And then you see AJ Hawk. Remember, I had his freshman card, but I sold it because I had this card, which I got from one of the skills trainers. 78 overall. That's pretty nice at middle linebacker. Then Greg Jones is the other one out of Michigan State. And then don't really know how to pronounce this guy's name. Trahan maybe, Trahan, I'm not sure, but right outside linebacker, right there. Still gotta get some more cards. And you see nice defensive secondary. This is like the strong suit of the team, I think, other than Bo Jackson at running back, along with Barry Sanders, because we have Charles Woodson, which I got from Skills Trainer, and then you also see Kareem Jackson and Joe Hayden, three very good silver cornerback cards. And then our only weak link is Duron Harmon here at free safety. It's his freshman card, so just a 60 overall. But Duron Harmon actually ends up playing pretty good with as a freshman with the 60 overall, lower because that card. And a nice bronze card with a 73 overall, a strong safety, Delane Howell. So he's out of Stanford. Pretty nice secondary. I like it. And see the special teams here. Mike Nugent is the kicker, and Michael James I have returning kicks and punts. I could have just had Bo or Barry out there, but I decided to switch it up a little bit, get some Michael James action in there, because he's got a lot of speed. I love that. So gonna have him returning, and Nugent will be doing the kickoffs, and the punter is Brian Anger out of Cal. Just his freshman card, like most of them. And then our long snapper is Barrett Jones. Just gonna have him long snapping. And then you see the team items, just Michigan's jerseys and playbooks with Everbank Field. I also could use USC Stadium, but I don't really care about the field. We see Michigan's stuff, and gonna get into this solo challenge. And this is a really easy one. You see the different categories at the top. This is a conference one, so you have to start off with the Sun Belt to unlock the other ones. And just a really easy one. The reward is a beginner pack. It's just 2-minute quarters with freshman difficulty. And just an easy one. but decided I wanted to show you guys just because, it was my first ever game action with Ultimate Team. You see our top players listed: Jackson, Terrell Pryor, and the Charles Woodson. You see O.C. Umenyor is on this team. That's pretty cool. So O.C. Umenyor, he's on the Giants now. Yeah, this is my first ever challenge in Ultimate Team, so decided to show you guys. I don't even know why those two are our captains, but I'm going to just go ahead and decide to receive here. I mean, might as well. Why not? And, yeah, so going to get into some game action. Very first kickoff, Michael James returning, breaking a tackle, breaking outside, loses balance, is able to stay up, and then they finally catch up with him. Huge return, though, 42 yards. That is great. And Bo Jackson getting to the outside, getting a nice first down there on a 12-yard rush. And here Pryor handing off to Bo once again. This time he cuts back to the left, a big hole, gets around the defender, and a beautiful cutback right there. Getting all the way into the end zone, Bo Jackson. He has a huge day today, and he's just going to have some great games, and even when the difficulty's up high, you're going to love using him. And here, first defensive action. See, they're actually going to hit Alfred Morris for the first down. And Alfred Morris is now on the Redskins. Great running back. No one heard of him in college, but had a nice rookie year. And also their quarterback is Rusty Smith. Just thought I'd throw that in there. And then Michael James, first punt return, cuts back to the right. There's open field. Gets past the diving defender. And there's open field once again. He cuts to the sideline, and he's gone. Got past them defenders and were able to tackle him. 75-yard return. That speed is insane. Huge return, the Michael James speed. I'm going to love it. And that was his first punt return for a touchdown. Here, tossing it outside to Bo after a successful first drive already. And he's going to get tackled all the way down at the 2, I believe. And also, as he runs in for the easy touchdown right there, I wanted to add some other players that I saw on the Arkansas State team. They had Charles Tillman, so that was pretty cool to see him. Rusty Smith back to pass, and he's going to get hit hard. He fumbles, but we didn't have any other defenders there, so they fall on it. That makes it 2nd and 22. Almost in the second half, he gets sacked once again. And now it'll end up being 4th and 26 with 7 seconds to go. And they're going to have to punt it to Michael James once again. Let's see if he can do it once again, return all the way. And he's going to cut back to the left. There's space, and there's no defenders. And he gets in. The Michael James 41-yard punt return for a touchdown. Showing off his speed once again. His second punt return for a touchdown in this game. So after they got the ball first play after the kickoff for him in the second half, Rusty Smith is going to get picked off by Kareem Jackson, and there's wide open field ahead of him. No one's going to catch him. Touchdown. Pick 6, Kareem Jackson. Nice play. Already 35-0. Minute to go in the third quarter. Rusty Smith going deep once again, and it's going to be picked off by Deron Harmon, the guy that I said would be our weak link, but he had a pretty good game. And if we were up so big, I tried to see if I could get some crazy return with him. But still, nice pick by Harmon right there. And yeah, so having a really good game. Obviously, it's on just freshman difficulty, but it was the first challenge I did. So I wanted to show you guys. And Terrell Pryor getting the first down on the read option. That's why I use him over any of the better throwing quarterbacks, because I just love to have a quarterback that can run sometimes too. And they're punting once again. Michael James break another one, getting to the outside. He's going, and then I made a bad decision right there, going back to the middle. I was going to see if I could cut it back and do something crazy on the last play of the game right there. Still a really nice return. So we get 1 item award unlocked. So, winning this 35-0. We only passed the ball once, and it was incompleted. So check out the rushing stats. Huge. 8 attempts, 116 yards for Bo Jackson. That's an average of 14.5. And he had 2 touchdowns. Terrell Pryor did end up having 10 yards rushing. And then the Michael James had a 42-yard kickoff return. And then the big stats right there. 4 punt returns for 135 total yards, 33.7 average, long 75 for 2 touchdowns. So that is really, really nice. And yeah, so we see the post-game stats. We killed it rushing. They ended up getting 44 passing yards. They beat us in time of possession because we scored so quick. And as you see, we only had 4 first downs because, 2 punt returns for most of our scores. And yeah, so you see our players of the game. Michael James didn't even play offense, but he gets the offensive player of the game on his 2 punt returns. And Derek Morgan on the defensive side, 2 tackles, 1 sack, and a forced fumble. So right here, you see the pack that we got, just a beginner pack. Reggie Corner, a cornerback, so that's pretty cool. So probably not going to use most of these guys, but Greg Little, check this out. I love this guy. I remember him a few years ago out of North Carolina. A nice silver card that I get, 77 overall. And yeah, so I'll be putting him in the starting lineup right away. Not sure about these other players yet. And we get the Alabama mascot. But yeah, Greg Little, he's tall and big, nice and strong. Gonna be using him. And yeah, get an Arizona defensive playbook 335. Not gonna be using it. We get a 25 game extension card and Antoine Blake. My bad. A 73 overall corner. That's pretty nice for a bronze. But yeah, so that's the pack that we got. And yeah, gonna be using Greg Little. Gonna put him right in the starting lineup, or some current roster at least right now. So yep, that'll be it for this video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you aren't already. Expect more Ultimate Teams soon, as well as Road to Glory. Alright, yeah, so as always, hope you enjoyed. Have a nice day. Peace.